Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to my corner of the internet. I hope everybody's having a good day. It is Monday morning, early. I'm off today. I happen to have the day off, and I'm going to try to get my crap together because I haven't even planned my week. And I want to do that. So let me sit down and get into it. So, a few things. One, this is, let me try to sit down here. This is my VDS undyed custom that I bought on Buy Sell Trade. It is got the chunky clasps. It has a back pocket. It's set up like my other customs that I bought because I bought it from the same seller. It's made for Franklin Covey Compact. It's chunky clasp, whole thing. Anyway, 2 pin loops, the whole shebang. But jump scare, I went into personal. I was having a little crisis over Franklin Covey Compact, and this thing, she is chunky, and we'll get into it, but I was having a little crisis over Franklin Covey Compact. I really wanted to pick something I was going to stick to for the whole year. That is my goal. My crisis of conscience came from all my covers that are currently sitting on my on my shelf. I have a ton of covers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 covers. And I have kind of curated them. There are a lot of dyed gold, undyed gold, combos, rust, the old Apaca leather, some jail brown. I've just worked really hard. Like this VDS undyed that I'm really excited to see patina. I've really worked really hard in cultivating my covers. I get joy from my covers. I don't do a whole lot of sticker kits. I could do with or without them. This month I got no sticker kit. And my coffee. My mom got me an espresso maker for Christmas. She's so sweet. And I love it. I love it. I don't use it every day for my everyday coffee, but like on mornings where it's slower and I have time to like sip it, I make it in my nice, cute, clear cup, very aesthetic. Anyway. But I've done a really good job of like curating these covers of things I want. And Franklin Covey Compact didn't let me use all my covers. I was having to put covers on my shelf, not on my shelf, off my shelf. Like I was having to put them away because I wasn't able to use them. Like my first medium Campania Ipaca undyed that I ever got, that is like the old Ipaca. I wasn't able to use it. If I wanted to slim things down, I really couldn't. The slimmest I got was like an Amica. When it's chunky, I can obviously put them in these gel or these VDS, but like I was giving up what I really loved for the room. And don't get me wrong, I loved the room. There was nothing wrong with my Franklin Covey Compact. And the system is the exact same. There's nothing different in this system than was in my 2026 setup or flip. I don't mind my nails. I do have the day off and they're going to get done today. So pay no attention to those. This is not the nails you're looking for. But, I just, and on top of that, straight up needed a change. and do something a little different. Also wanted to be able to, instead of print, I wanted to be able to, you know, buy a few things. There's not a lot. There is some things offered in Franklin Covey Compact, but those shops are limited. And I think those shops are very specific. And I wanted to get some different things this year. I wanted to print off some different things, and a lot of people don't offer Franklin Covey Compact. But so those are not my excuses, and I'm not apologizing for like hopping. I'm not doing any of that, because this is my channel, this is my choice, this is my corner of the internet, and we get to do what we want here, and that's part of it. But I did want to give you a little bit of kind of my rationale. Now, my goal is to spend 2026 in personal. I would like to stick to one planner system and not hop. Which hopping for me is loose, fast and loose, because I'm not hopping from like book to book, from like B6 to A5, or like just scribbles to sterling ink, or Hobonichi to, you know, Jibun Techo. I don't do that. It's the same system. I just hop from size to size, which is fine. And a lot of people have said that's really not hopping, but for me it's hopping. But anyway, but what I would like to do is spend the year in personal. I would like to do another reason that, another reason that I really wanted to go back to personal is because it was kind of triggering my buying. I was looking for, I had to look for custom things that, you know, would fit my Franklin Covey Compact. And when I had plenty and beautiful collection already on my shelf that I could use, I found myself browsing for things that are really were only because it was Franklin Covey Compact, and I wanted to have options, because I am a cover hoe, kind of like I'm a paper hoe with Kokuyo Paper. Those are the two things that kind of non-negotiable for me. I really want a nice cover, and I want to be able to print my inserts on Kokuyo paper, so I only buy printables. But anyway, so I was hoping that that would stop that, because I do have a plethora of covers, and beautiful covers at that. So all of that to say, chatty intro. I know some of y'all hate that, but yeah, so let's get into it. I have not done what I need to do this week. I have not gotten my stuff together. I have been busy. My husband was off all last week. I worked 3 days, one of them in the big town. I worked a half a day. I had to take my mom to the doctor one of those days. Then we were off for New Year's Day. And then we headed down to Orlando. We went to Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and we ended up coming home. And yeah, yesterday was super busy. My dog, God bless my bulldog, she is a polar plunge queen. When it gets cold, it was only like 60 yesterday. She likes to get in our pond. Well, our pond is also low, and we have a ton of ducks on this pond. She was covered in duck crap. She stunk so bad. I had to wash her 3 times. That ended up happening. And then I gave the little one a bath, because everything was smelling a little like dog around here, and I couldn't get the duck crap smell out of my nose. And then I had to clean my shower, just so I could take a shower and get the duck crap off of me. And then we took all of our Christmas stuff to the shed and to storage, put it in storage and all the things. We were really, really busy getting kind of our house back together. Even though I had started the process like Christmas Day, we finally got like all the lights taken down and all those things. So anyway, so I've been busy doing things, not really whatever. I did set this up before we go and before we went out of town, and on the way to there and back, I worked on getting things transferred over. This is the 3 months worth of stuff. I got my quarters set up, so some of this stuff can come out and I can get a little smaller. But I did put it in here to show myself that even with this being extended for FCC, I can use it for personal when she's super chunky because, you know, this gives me plenty of room. And I do have a bunch of stuff in the back that I need to do. I need to fetch and things like that. I need to go through and write all of our spending down, and yeah. So I did cut down my dashboards. I did put in a new little folder for my reference section. This was just 69-cent Hobby Lobby paper. I got it, I don't know, last year sometime. And I put it in here. This is the zipper part for in here, page lifter, and I'll go through it. This is that cover that is from the A5 books I get my Daily Tomo River paper from. I just cut it down as a dashboard. I put, and it's kind of works as like a top sleeve too. I did my 13 Nights of Intention, and this is the one I was left with, was I Am Joyful. So my purpose this year is to make sure I am joyful in the things that I do. That's my purpose this year. So we're going to work on that. My dashboard is here, and this is going to be lengthy, so grab a drink. My 2026, I have it all set up. This is my leave for the year. My trip log has already began, so we went from the 1st to the 3rd to Disney with my husband for his birthday. Today is actually his birthday. So happy birthday, baby, when you're seeing this. I love you. That man has had me longer than my parents, so I love him so much. This is my CGM. I just have circled when I need to replace it on the 11th. And then if something happens, I can put, you know, like it fell off or something like that. And then if I need to send it in on the back, I will put the serial number and the error number it gave me, and then and the date, and then I have all the information I need to return it. If there's an error or something, I'm going to return it to the company, and they'll send me a new one. I have 2 new ones on the way. They should get here this week because I had errors on my last 2. So, yeah, so that's going to work for that. Already started on my steps. This is going to be my work travel log. I want to pick, I want to keep track of the days that I'm traveling back and forth, just so that I can keep track of like my mileage and stuff for work. And I just do Sunday so that this lets me kind of see where I am in the week, because if not, it just looks like a bunch of stuff to me, and I have to, this keeps me focused. Kind of breaks it down a week at a time. I did do like the first 6 months, and then I did the first couple of days of the other 6 months, and I'll finish filling those in as I go. Like I said, I kind of did this last minute. I did a last minute change before the 1st. And I was just still kind of setting it up. This is going to be for any shifts that I have to cover for my staff, any OT that I have to do if I have to stay late or if something like that. I want to make sure I'm keeping track of my time. I'm really going to work on work-life balance this year, especially with taking a manager position. You can really let it overrun you, and I'm not doing that. I get burnt out really bad with my ADD. I can get an ADD, OCD, type A personality. I can really turn into burnout pretty fast, so I have to kind of pace myself. This is things I want to do around the house. I have this one, and I put a blank one here so that because I was down to the last. I got when my daughter and grandkids moved out, those 2 rooms ended up being vacant. We didn't redo those at the time when we did the whole house reno because they were occupied, obviously. So I want to do some stuff in here. Like I want to paint. I want to put up some actual bookshelves. I have a couple of bookshelves on the wall, but I want a bookshelf, like those IKEA shelves or something. I want to put up a closet door. I want to replace the closet door because my husband's turned it into like his gun cabinet place. I'm going to get the carpets cleaned, but that's the whole house. We're going to get all of the rooms cleaned because they haven't been cleaned in a couple of years. I want to put a rug in here, paint the walls, change the curtains. I want to get new curtains. These kind of are still that millennial gray, and I want to brighten this room up. This is my work office. I pretty much have everything here. I did everything. I still need to pack that. I did this. I need to put something on my wall to cover up the institutional beige, but I want to figure out what that is. This was my grocery order this week. I need to put in some new, my Amazon list, work travel list. I want to pack a little bag for traveling between places. So I have that stuff with me and I can keep it in my car. I've started a print list. These are just to-do lists from KKK that somebody sent me. And I'm using those up. I want to use those. I need to print my weeklies if these work out. I only printed 1 month worth of weeklies, and I'll show you those. But we'll see how those are. I'm trying to do better with this. Oops, sorry. This lighting. Let me fix this. It's a little shadowy, I think. But it's 6 a.m., friends. Well, it's getting on 7 now. Is that better? It's a little better. Okay. But this will be my print list of things I need to print as I go, and that I find out I need or whatever. I did do a bunch of printing. Hold on. Okay, I won't say a bunch of printing. I'll say I did some printing. Sorry, I woke up my computer because I hit it, so it's going to make some noises. But anyway, this is like checklists, task lists, column lists, things that these that I have left over, some Moterm lists that I still have left over, these Filofax, and then just cut paper that I have that's like Toma River paper, these paper that I use for like groceries, and then Stalogy paper that I use to journal on. And then I also have, these are extra trackers, extra Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I don't know yet. I wasn't going to use it, but now that I'm in personal, I'm going to use it for something. If you have any ideas, let me know. I don't know if I may use it for future planning for work, or I did a line a day, but I'm doing that different this year. Anyways, more like symptom trackers, the rest of my yearlies or monthlies, more trackers. You get the idea. Mainly trackers. And monthly inserts, budget planners, trip planners, my workout stuff, TBR lists, things like that. So I do have like a few things there. This is stuff that's still in Franklin Covey. Sorry, my alarm went off. That stuff that eventually I want to get into personal for the year. Some of this I don't really care about, like the keto stuff can stay until I decide if I'm going to use it. These are my zone lists. These will probably be one of the first things that I like switch to personal, but I'll probably do them as I go. I'm not going to like, you know, just run to do that. Some of these are goal stuff that I don't really need. Party prep, I don't really care about. This is a couple of weeks of Christmas stuff I need to go through and process. I pulled my 2026 tarot, my Q1 tarot, and my January tarot, all in Franklin Covey compact size. So I'll get that switched over, and then some stuff left over from last year. My author list and Kindle list from last year, and then some budget stuff that I want to get switched over. But you get the idea. And then again, some stuff that I was writing in Franklin Covey compact size that I wanted to keep. But you get the idea that this is stuff that will sit my side chick, but it's still in Franklin Covey compact, and I'm not rushing to do that. It's stuff I don't need to function. It's just stuff that I'll eventually have to do. But I do have some stuff printed, but it's like this is a list of things like if I want to print some things. So anyway, that was a short story long. Okay, these were notes I was taking on a YouTube video, kind of monthly things I want to do. I'm still working on my goals. My goals have turned into shit I'm not doing. So, and what those look like, I'm not sure. But this is the year of my goals are stuff I'm not going to be doing in 2026. So giving in on my non-negotiables, buying things for dopamine, spending money on things not needed, keeping things I'm not using, hanging with people that drain me, overworking to the point of burnout, apologizing for things that I can't control. I'm really quick to, they'll be like, oh, this company was out of this or something. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, it's my fault. Like, I can't control that. Stop saying that. I don't know why I do that, but I need to stop. Wasting my 5 to 9. You know, my afternoons are kind of wasted. My husband and I had this talk already. We're spending too much time wasting our 5 to 9, just rotting on the couch. It's not that we have to be productive every day, but we also need to do things that, you know, advance us, or get up and move, go to the gym. If I can waste 5 to 9, you know, an hour re-watching The Big Bang Theory or some other show that I've seen 7,000 times, I can take my butt to the gym. Rushing to finish things. I'm really horrible about like being in a rush to run errands, to get home. For what? I don't have a deadline. I ain't got nobody that's I've got to be home and be responsible for. I'm trying to reset. One of the big things this year is resetting my cortisol and my adrenaline to try to help my anxiety. Like, rushing through things is not helping me because it triggers my body to always be in like fight or flight. So, like, I'm in a hurry all the time, and I'm purposely looking to stop that, to try to reset my body and try to teach it that it's okay to not rush through things. I know that has a lot to do with my ADHD and my ADD, but like right now my meds are kind of working and it's really helping. So I'm hoping that, anyway. Worrying about being perfect at things I've never done before. That's a big one for me. Choosing things, I'm not choosing things over experiences. So I would rather do experiences than buy things. So those are just some of the things that I've started on. What that's going to look like in the end, I'm not sure, but I know this is kind of where I want to start and build out from there. Like I said, in my goals video, I didn't know that I would have my goals done before this year. I was just really busy. But it's okay. I know where I want to go and kind of how I want to do. I just need to figure out what that looks like from month to month and how I'm actively going to work on these things, because they are statements and they're great statements and things I want to get done or, you know, want to have an impact in my life, but I need to figure out the day-to-day implementation of those things. So I'm still working on that. And these are my this is my monthly goal section. So I'll continue to work on that and I'll share it once it's done. This is my yearly fold out of things that happen every month, and then I'll go back in and fill those out. My adulting list, I got a few things checked off. I need to do a few things this week. This is my wheel of feelings. This is my inside out thing. So words I kind of pick for the day to expand my happy, sad, joyful, love, fear, surprise, those kind of things. It expands out. So I want to work on identifying my emotions so that I can put them in words, and putting them in words is the first step to like dealing with them. So line a day, gratitude. So I have a line a day of just what happened and then the thing that I'm grateful for the day. So I have the opportunity to do both. And I have through March my anxiety and symptom tracker. I was doing these, tracking my sleep, my activity, and my stress levels from my Aura Ring. And I gave one a dot, one an X, and one a plus. So that I can kind of see them and not have to use a highlighter, because anything between me and doing something, like having to go find a certain color highlighter, is not going to work for me. So I had to figure out a system that did that. If, you know, I wanted to do something else, maybe I could track it with a star, or, you know, if I wanted to do something else, I could do an open circle. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for that. I can say I did more than 6,000 steps on Friday. Oh. Oh, that's what I want to do. As we do that. Steps, and it's going to be an open circle. I'm going to put steps in here. And they'll just be in thousands. So if it's 4,500, I'll have a 4. If it's 4,600, I'll have a 5. I'll round up. It's just going to be average. So February, March, I have my Q1. I had to get my January things in here. So these are all of our birthday stuff, the trips that we have planned. I want to play the declutter game, the minimalist declutter game. I already started yesterday. And it's just for at whatever day of the month it is, that's how many things you declutter. So today's the 5th, so I'll declutter 5 things today, and I did these yesterday. these are 10, so like I decluttered more than 10 things for sure yesterday. But I purposely try to do at least whatever that day is, and that's fine. Goals, I do want to go to the gym a couple times a week. I want to get back to that. I want to increase my steps, my average steps, by 10% every month until I get to 10,000 steps. No planner or clothes this year or this month. I'm going to track all my spending, and then I'm going to work on my bedtime routine. So at least out of these things in here, at least this is kind of where I want to start. So, yeah, so there you go. And I need to pick the 4 books I'm going to read. But I already have 2 of them because one of the authors I have, and then I want to start on another author. She has a series. I want to start on her series, so I'm going to do that. My work to-dos, my home to-dos. I need a thing for that. Let's put a thing for that. And by thing, I mean tab. I'm going to put that here on the side. Okay. And these are just big things at work and big things at home that I know I definitely have to do. I'll index it when I'm done. This is kind of what it's starting to look like, and then I'll put my pictures on there. And these can come off. I go on my weekly, so we'll do those. So that's kind of what my month is looking like so far. This is what my week looks like. It's going to be a busy week at work. I have February in here, started on that. And then this is a kit from Hobby Lobby. It gives you one kit per month, and they're all like different colored, kind of themed colored. I did it for like color in my planner because I usually don't do a whole bunch of color in my planner, so I wanted something. I have this. I just liked this, so I left this in here. These are, so I moved my work back in here, or at least my weekly work. And then I chose this weekly as my, I chose this one as my weekly. I had made this a while back. This is, I made these. So I think I'm going to perfect a little bit of it for next month, but this is kind of the gist of it. It has 5 through 6 because that's basically enough for me. I'm not doing things late in the evening, and I can always write, you know, at the 6 o'clock one, I can always write, you know, at 8 or whatever. And it's enough that I'm not putting everything on here. You can see I only have 3 work meetings on here. It just kind of lets me know what my week is going to look like. And these are my big meetings, and I have 4 big meetings this month or this week that I have to do things in. My day-to-day meetings aren't in here. My performance improvement meetings, my process meetings, my staff meeting, things like that that are just kind of run-of-the-mill things that I don't really have to do a lot of prep for or whatever. Those aren't in here because I would just be overwhelmed. If you seen my work calendar, it would be just, it's a shit show sometimes. But for this is just an overview of big things that I have to prep for. So, and kind of see how my week is going to flow. Like, so for this week going back, I know I'm going to be just busy, busy, busy. Friday, I will have a catch-up day. because I don't have a whole bunch. We don't make meetings on Fridays. Our facility is really big about not making meetings on Fridays and half a day Mondays. So our meetings usually, you either pick a morning or an afternoon. And I'm off this Monday, so yay me. But I got a whole day Friday that I could probably catch up from all of this. But anyway, that's the plan. But I liked this part that I had. So calls, errands, declutter. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I'm going to put meals. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this today we're having Cajun pasta for my husband. Tomorrow we're having chili. And then I'll have to see what's coming in my HelloFresh order. And I want to change my HelloFresh order date. I need to change the day of the week. So this is a list of things that I've just been, I want it to show up on Monday. Right now it's currently in the middle of the week, so I think next week I'm going to get it delivered on Wednesday, but next week I'm going to skip like the Wednesday and move it to Monday because it's just not working out in the middle of the week. I don't like it in the middle of the week because usually we don't eat it on the weekend, so I'd like to be able to get it on Monday and use it during the week. Anyway, so, but anyways, this is what my thing's going to be, and I need to figure out what my HelloFresh is. I'm pretty sure I got like burgers, some kind of chicken, and something else. I think I got some meatballs or something. Anyway, so we're going to see how this goes. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here. I may end up putting like work top priorities or something here. And then, you know, I can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'll put those things there. And then I'll just, where I got them from. So where did I get these things from? Right now, I'm working on cleaning out my office. I have a ton of stationery stuff, guys, that I don't use anymore. It is either useless, I can't even donate it. It's stuff that, like, I mean, it's just junk. And stuff that I would never use again. I can't really give to anybody. I couldn't even de-stash it to y'all. It's so used up and damaged and things like that. If I make a pile of stuff that, as I'm doing this, if I make a pile of stuff and maybe a box, maybe I'll run something on here and say, hey, if you want it, and it'll probably be personal or rings or Franklin Covey Compact. It'll be stickers or washi tape, things like that. If you want me to do that, I can, and then I will just pick one person because I don't want to pay shipping to a bunch of people. Sorry, but that cost me like a fortune last time. So I'll do one box and ship it to somebody. If you're interested in that, let me know. If you're not, then I won't bother. I'll just donate it to my local Goodwill or you know, consignment shop, which is fine. Anyway, so this is going to be my week. Let me make sure I have everything. Yes, we were supposed to go to Disney this weekend, but we're not. My oldest, his birthday is Monday, and she wanted to go drinking around the world, but we may do it this weekend, or we may end up taking the kids this weekend. We were going to take the kids this weekend, I think, and then do hers maybe towards February, because this weekend is marathon weekend at Disney, and that place will be packed. It was really people-y this week because it was the second was the first day that annual pass holders got back in, and 2, it was still kind of the holidays. Oh, and we ended up having to take the back roads home because the interstate was backed up. We thought we'd get a jump on it Saturday afternoon and come home early instead of coming home Sunday. And I can't imagine if it was that busy on Saturday what Sunday would have looked like. It would have been horrible. But anyways, we ended up taking the back roads home. But I don't want to do that again. We'll wait. It's not that big of a deal. Errands this week. I need to take all those donations. My daughter also cleaned out. My middle daughter still lives with us, so she cleaned out her closets, and she's got like 4 bags of stuff in there to donate. I mean, she still has stuff she's going to be 27. She still has stuff from high school. She doesn't throw out anything. We did pretty good when she went and worked at Disney. I think we gave away like 12 bags of stuff, but she still had stuff. But she had a bunch of stuff to donate, and so I'm going to take that. And I have still had 2 bags from when I cleaned out my closet, and I have like 4 boxes of stuff from when I cleaned out my granddaughter's room when they left. So I got to take those. I need to take my Amazon returns. There was a few things from Christmas I still need to return. I need to go by the Dollar Tree and pick up a few cards, and I have 3 birthdays this week. My husband, my daughter-in-law, and my father-in-law are all birthday this week, and then my oldest daughter is Monday. So I need to pick up birthday cards and some gift cards. Because for their birthdays, usually I get them a gift card and they can go do something. Do I need to make any calls this week? Let's look. This is my list of random crap that needs to get done. Oh, errands. I need to go by CVS today. There's 3 of us that have CVS there. Oh, I wanted to go by Maurice's. I have dollars and coupons and points from Maurice's that I need to use. I need to call the vet for my dog's Prozac and my other dog's gabapentin. I think it's time to refill those. I took the Christmas tree down, but the bag I ordered didn't fit, so I need to reorder the bag. Okay. So let's write this stuff that needs to get done this week. So I have a bunch of IKEA canisters that I'm going to box up. They're a bunch of clear glass. When I was in my decanting phase of stuff, it's just not sustainable. But we do use them for other things, so I'm going to box them up, and then if I don't use them by the middle of the year, I'll just donate them. I need to auto order my shakes so that I don't keep running out. I need to print December picks. I still haven't done that. I did fill in all of my December. I finished my habit trackers and my lines a day and my symptom tracker and all of that. And I indexed it. All I have to do is print pics from like our activities and do that. I need to descale my Keurig. It's telling me that I need to do the ice machine. I try to do it at the same time as the Keurig. I need to do my front cam. I need to charge that battery. This is Q2 weeks. Ice machine. I need to clean my dishwasher, my microwave, my washing machine, and my disposal. I do all of those at the same time. I need to do my dog's nails. I already have my Reese's on there. Oh, and I need to repot my plants. I need to order soil. Oh, I need to call lawn service. I really need to get that done. We have a fence line that we need cleaned up. Literally, that's all I need them to do is clean up the fence line and around the pond. Okay. Monthly planning. I need to change my HelloFresh day. I need to vacuum the rooms, my bedroom and my office and that kind of thing. New Christmas tree bag. I got the other one bagged up to take back, to return. Okay, so I still need that information. But, okay, this is my work stuff. Okay. I need to move my admin meeting. I need to do my dashboard data. I hope our new info has dropped. I need to move another meeting. I need to prep for that one meeting on Thursday. And then I need to go through the month and move things because we have a holiday. I have a bunch of vacations. I'm going to a conference and I'm not going to be there. And so I need to sit down with my cohort and do that. And I did print that, I did print that, did print that, I did print that, I did print that. I need to tweak my weekly and then print February and March and see if that's still working by the end of the month. Okay, so that goes there. These are going to be, so this is just my, I'm trying to decide if I want to, I said one of these was going to be just my timekeeper. These are both Plan with B and they're freebies. One's a floral and one's just stars and moons. And you can print it, like I printed this one on purple. I printed each month on a different color just to make them pretty, just to get some color. Because last year my thing intended to be pretty black and white. So I've been looking on ways to add color without like doing kits and things. But anyway, I was going to say this, one of these was going to be, just passing of time, because I did that last year, and then one of them was going to be like workouts. But I'm wondering, this may be, and then we'll make this one my declutter challenge. It'll still be the passage of time because I have to, you know, it's daily. So this will be my declutter. That's going to be my declutter challenge. And then this one, I think, will be this is going to be my habits. Did I do my habits that I'm going to want to do once I get those worked out? How good did I do on my habits that day? Okay. So my declutter challenge, I can mark those off because yesterday when I cleaned, I definitely did those. But I threw out way more than that before I decided I was going to be doing the declutter challenge for January. But my habits, I will start today. And I'm going to figure out what those are going to, well, I mean, I guess I could do it for the month ones, right? So increase my steps by 10%, no planner. You know what? This is going to not be habits. It is going to be, this is going to be a no-buy habit. I'm going to really work on my no-buy this month. And I'm going to be honest with you, I broke it like the first day. But besides that, since I started, I guess I will start here. We're not going to count this weekend. So we'll start here. That's what the little dot's going to mean. And so no buy habits. So no unplanned planner or clothes. I am giving the caveat, I'm still trying to buy work clothes, so that's why I want to use my Maurice's points. So I'm not counting that because I had that planned, because these I got back at Christmas, and I knew I was going to use them this week to help continue to buy my work clothes. I got some pants for Christmas, and because I got some Amazon money, and just like my nails and stuff today, I have a nail card, so I'm getting my feet and my nails done. I'm going to get these taken off and do gel. I think I'm just going to do gel because I'm back at the hospital, and it gives me the ick to have these at the hospital when I'm there. I don't, because I know what, like grows under it. It's gross. Anyway, anyway, I got a nail card, so I'm going to do my feet and my nails. But, and I already have that planned. So no unplanned planner or clothes. But like I said, I have the caveat of I'm still buying some things for work. I'm going to see how far my $20 coupon, and I have another 30% off an item. I have like $30 in points on my Maurice's card, and I get like 10%, an extra 20% off or 10% off with my Maurice's credit card, whatever. And it's paid off. There's nothing on that, but I just use it to get the discount, and then I immediately pay it off. But I'm going to see what I can get with their sales and everything for a couple of tops, and see how that goes. But other than that, no unplanned planner or clothes. So I'm not buying any covers. That's going to be a whole year thing. I'm going to use the covers I have for the whole year. I'm going to, and I'm going to be honest, I bought a couple of covers in December. So, I did get some new covers, but like they were from December, but no covers for 2026. And I did buy, Tabby over Southern Belle Plans. I bought her February kit. I could not resist. That's why I didn't count these days. But I'm trying, I don't want to do that anymore. So you hear me? I'm trying, people. I'm trying. So no, I'm making excuses, but there you go. Okay. So I think that's going to be my week, right? The rest of the week, how long is this getting? Oh my God, this is going to be so long. The rest of the week, I've kind of got, so like I said, I did put back work and home in here. It was just too much, too much. Trying to keep up with 2 planners, it was just, I couldn't do it. I do have these. I wanted to use them, but I'm going to use, I have these on every week. Where's my this week one? Oh, it's on here. I have this one for every week, but I want to plan out my gym on this one. This is going to be my gym plan, so that it's in my face, so that I know I'm going to the gym. So I'm going today. I'm going to try to go Wednesday. This is my plan. And then Friday, I'm going to go to the gym. So these 3 days, and then I want to go Sunday, because I want to start going Sunday and Friday with my husband. And then, so that's at least 2 days that we go together, and then we'll work out a day for us to go. And I think Wednesday is going to be us this week, but I'm going to get in an extra one today, just to try to, and I'm not going to be doing much today. I'm going to stretch. I want to go like an hour before my nail place opens up, and I'll go straight from the gym to my nail place. I'll probably be at the nail place until my doctor's appointment at 12, or at least somewhere around there. So, but anyway, but I'm going to go, I'm going to stretch, just show up and try to get back in the habit of going. But this is going to be my gym plan. And I do have that, but you know, and I'll show you that. But anyways, so this will be on here each week, and I will sit down with him and say, okay, what days are we planning to go to the gym? What does your week look like? What does my week look like? So that we can go. I have a gym, we do Planet Fitness, and I have one where I can take somebody, because when I bought it, he just had back surgery, so I know he'd only go with me. But if he ends up getting his own, then I will cut mine down to just a regular one, like the minimum one, because I really don't use like the extra stuff or anything. So I want to fill out my, this can go. I want to fill out my habits. I know this is turning into so long, but I really do need to get my crap together, and it seems like I can't do it when I'm not on camera. So we're gonna put these back on here, but I marked out some things that like I'm not keeping track of anymore. Like, I went and bought a checklist whiteboard to put up on my wall, and I'm going to put our monthly things that need to be done, like the dishwasher, wash machine, disposal, things like that, filter changes, things that are on my adulting list. I went and bought that, a whiteboard. I'll link it below, but it's like a checklist, and then it has like 6 months worth of things at the top and check boxes. And I'm going to put our adulting list on there, and then people can go through and do them so that it's a shared responsibility, and I'm not the only one carrying that mental load. So that is one of my, let me write that down. Not doing, carrying the mental load for the home. I'm going to start doing that. Anyway, so I went through and I bought the whiteboard with the checklist for our monthly stuff, and then on another whiteboard that I already had, I put like our weekly stuff. So I put Monday through Sunday, and I put like the things that need to get done each day of the week. So the plants need to get watered on Wednesday, the trash needs to get taken out on Monday, the fridge needs to get cleaned out on Sunday, all those things on the board for us. And then I have the other one with our schedule on it, our meals, and then anything that needs to get done that week. Like if the battery and the camera needs to get, I'm doing it this week, but I'm going to put it on the board and I'm going to mark it off that I did it. But I'm going to start putting those things that need to get done that week there. Chores that need to get done. So it needs to get swept and mopped. The garage needs to get picked up. Whatever the chores are for that week, I'm going to start using that too, because I'm going to stop carrying the mental load of the home. I'm going to start turning that over to the adults that live here, and they can share it. And I'm not saying they don't help. They do when I give them a list, but I'm tired of making a list. And yes, this is making a list, but at least it's out there. The monthly adulting list I only have to make once every 6 months. I just have to update, and they can go through. The weekly list stays. I can add things or take away things if we need to. And then the weekly list, like my daughter made the weekly schedule list this week, so she does that. That's not all on me, so she can ask, hey, is there anything we need to really get done this week? And so anyway, so it's not all on me. I'm trying to make it not all on me, because I feel like I have to carry it, and that's not really something I need to be doing. So to go with shit we're not doing this year. So my AM meds, did I take all of them? Yes, I did. I don't need to do the trash. I do need to keep track of when I take my ADD meds. That will be today. When I take my shot. When I need a new CGM. And today is the 5th. So I wanted to start dating these. These are from Planner Rebel Co. And they're 2 weeks worth of habits, and I like that. So I only have to print them out every 2 weeks, and I have 3 pages of these. So I have like 3 months worth, 3 or 4 months worth of these that I can use. I'm still putting out my cart. My driver cart, so I need to restock it today. I'm going to take the Christmas stuff off of it. Things I need to do during the week. This is bring my cart in. I may be able to get these down to 2. I do need to keep track of my HelloFresh. Just because I will take that on because I don't want to end up with stuff that we're not going to eat. So I need to keep track of that. I do need to keep track of, and when I say cleaning my bathroom, I mean our bathroom, my husband and I's. I'm not doing anybody else's bathroom. Donations, errands, returns, those usually, I keep track of those because I usually do them, which is fine. Mop and vac, that's on my list. Laundry, and laundry, sheets, uniforms, those are just for me and my husband. The fridge is everybody's. Plants, that's everybody's. Workout. I just want to put that, I mean, I do have that here, so I guess I don't need to keep that here, but I've been so used to keeping it there. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to fill this out, and then we can revise it next week if we need to. My daughter just left from work. Okay, so exfoliate and retinol. So I did a retinol. I need to exfoliate, and then retinol this week. Moisturizer for 2 days, exfoliate, retinol, moisturize for 2 days, exfoliate, retinol, exfoliate, retinol. Okay. My estrogen patch goes on Wednesdays and Sundays. And I put those on here. I usually do really good, but it's just as a trigger. I need to charge my CGM on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Oh, did she leave? Did she leave? She did. My dog just came in here. I need to fetch my stuff. And I usually do that on Tuesdays and Fridays. So after the weekend and before the weekend, because my thing gets pretty full of things. Everybody keeps their receipts and gives them to me. I want to start budgeting every night. Budget/spend. I want to do that every night because I really want a tight thing on our budget. I'm really thinking of going to cash budgeting but it's so hard in this day and age to do cash budgeting. It's really, really hard. And then I want to read every night before I go to bed. It helps me decompress. And then I want to put everything down by 8 o'clock, except my book. So no phone, no nothing after 8. So, oh, and then my pill refills get done on Sunday. Okay. And I do 2 weeks at a time, so I only have to do them every once in a while, but I don't even know that I need to really keep up with that. We'll see if I need to keep up with that, because I have it set for that I don't have my Sunday night meds. I set them up 2 weeks at a time, and that last Sunday, I don't have Sunday night meds. So I know that Sunday night, I have to go in there, put my Sunday night meds in, because I don't have them to take my Sunday, and so I know I need to refill my whole thing on that Sunday night. So I'm not sure I really need to keep it here. But like I said, these are the things that I'm used to, kind of. These are the things I'm used to kind of keeping track of. So, like, it was a lot more. It was a lot more of stuff. And I kind of went through and kind of took out some of this stuff and of things I put on the board and things. So, like, I'm not keeping track of as much. I could probably condense these down to these, but we'll see how these 2 weeks go. I have them broke out to AM, noon. I say noon, but like after work, and then this is my night routine stuff. So I may be able to like condense these two next time I do this, so we'll see, because I'm not sure that I need to keep track of all of this stuff. We'll see. And I added journal. I want to start journaling every night, and I don't care if it's like a line of a day, but this is like journal trackers, journal and tracking, do all my tracking at night. So I want to keep track of that. All right. So these were brain dumps that I did. I need to go through them and kind of see what that looks like. This was my last week. I can take all this. What time is it getting? It's getting 8 o'clock. Might have to go to the nail place and then go to the gym, which might be a better plan. Okay. Oh, I wanted to show you these. Like I said, this is really going to be the chatty because we're like an hour in already. My husband, these came late. They were supposed to be a stocking stuffer gift, but they came in late. But he ordered these for me. He's so sweet. So these are going to go to work with me. Wish a Bee Would Wednesday. F off, it's Friday. Throat Punch Thursday. Suck a D Sunday. Thunder C Tuesday. Shit Show Saturday. And then MF Monday. Like, I love these. He knows I'm a pinho. They are gel. They are super bold. I don't know. Did they... Are they refillable? I'm assuming they're refillable. Oh, I was like, why is my thing telling me my stuff's unlocked? But it's because my daughter put all her donations. So I'm going to see if I can find refills for them, if they'll take any, like, refills, if I can find them. But they are so good. Let's see if they take these refills. Probably not. Probably not. Let's see. These are my Energel refills. No, they're not going to take those. They're too big. Yeah. Definitely too big. But, ooh, I wonder if, hold on. I have this Sarasa refill. And you can buy these refills. Oh no, these are the ones that are connected to the thing. Hold on. Oops. These are the ones with the thing on the end. Hold on, I have another one. Wait. Let's see. I think I have another multi-pin in here somewhere. I do. This is, oh, these are the Bics. I'm not gonna like those. Oh, and these are connected too. Well, anyway, I'm gonna find some. I want to make sure I have refills for these, because these, if you know of any, let me know. I'll have to go over and check with Kim at 88 ADHD Done. She is the pen queen, and see if she has any recommendations. What happened to my? What happened to it? Anywho, nope. Okay. Let me ruin it before I even get started. But I will definitely be finding out if I can find some, there it is, refills for these just in case. But I mean, these are freaking awesome. He really, God bless him, he really knows my love language. He knows me so well, but they're gorgeous, gorgeous, and they write so well. They're super smooth. I'll ask him if where he got them. I'll see if I can find them or something to link them if anybody's, you know, interested in them. Oh, the things in here. To see if anybody's interested, you know, if anybody's interested in them, I'll see if I can find them. But they're going to sit on my desk. I can't wait to put those on my desk. I'm so excited. And they write black. They don't write the color, so that's hard to find too. My daughter's friend got me these for Christmas, and they write the color of the pen. So this one's blue. This one still has the thing on it. So this one's red, and they're gel pens. Beautiful, beautiful pens. And I'll try to link those below too. I'll try to remember what they were. But anyway, you probably know what they are if you're into pens. But anyway, I want to try to use more colorful pens this year. And I said that, and she heard me, and I was like, that's so sweet. But anyway, I thought I'd show you those while I was here, because I forgot to show those. But anyways, those need to go. And that was triggered because I need to change my work bag. Okay. So today is Monday. Let's see what I need to get done today. So I have a doctor's appointment at 12. I want to get, am I in frame? I don't know. I want to get my nails and my feet done. Pedicure done. Things I need to cook. So I need to, I might bake it before I go. Cake, my husband's cake. We're having Cajun pasta, garlic bread. Oh, I need to call my mother-in-law and let her know we're eating. I completely forgot to tell her. Not that it matters. She lives right down the road. Cake, Cajun pasta, garlic bread. I need to make ranch. I got a salad because he likes a salad. Yeah, okay. I need to do that. I need to do errands. They're going to be so like I said, I need to go by the donation place. Amazon returns. I need to sit down and do those before I go. Run by the Dollar Tree. I need to go to CVS and pick up everybody's meds. I wanted to go to Maurice's. I need to look at the dog's meds and see if I need to order any. Print. Lavender Techo has a spending tracker I want to print. I'll link her down below, but I have a she has a spending tracker I want to print. It has like why you're not spending or something, and then it's like okay things to buy, not okay things to buy, and then you keep track of what you spent on there. It has a little like thing of like low spend or whatever things you spent that you didn't mean to, or what you did spend or what you didn't spend you can pick or whatever. But I really liked her spending tracker. So for a couple of things like clothes, planner stuff, and a couple more things that I had written down that I don't want to overspend on, I want to print those out and put them in here so that I can track. Because I think if you put it on paper and put it in front of you, you're more likely to not spend it. I did that. Change Pandora. I need to move my wallet. I'm going to move my purse over. I want to move. Those are things I need to do. Other things I need to do is I want to finish my goals. I want to sit down today and finish those. I'm looking for a day on 2-page. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep like this Tomoe River paper and have to set it up every day, or if I want to print it out on Kokuyo paper. I mean, I could print it out on this Tomoe River paper, but my printer is not a big fan of Tomoe River paper. And I would literally have to print one sheet at a time. So I'm looking for a day on 2-page. I was thinking about getting the Filofax day on 2-page because I don't mind their paper. It's fairly thin. It's not bad. And they do have a day on 2-page that I wouldn't have to print. But I'm not a fan of like their color of their paper and the blue color. That's just not really my thing. But it would save me time and effort. So that could be a thing. I don't know. I'm looking for a day on 2-page. If you have a good, this is not cut. Okay. If you have a good day on 2-page, let me know. I would prefer something that I print like, so I don't want to have to, I guess I could. I hate having to cut my paper, like pre-cut it to that size. Honestly, my printer doesn't do well with that. but it wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to pre-cut my A4 paper into personal size. That would be fine. I would prefer to print 2 pages on one piece of paper, you know, but anyway. So I'm on the hunt for a day on 2-page. Let me put that down. Because I want to browse this week a day on 2-page, because I'm thinking of getting like more structure out of my day, out of my daily. I don't want this one as my daily. This is not my daily one. This is my daily one. I thought it felt weird because my daily is on the edge. It just always has been. I'm not changing that. But if I could find a good structure that I like, that is low effort, I might do that. So if you have a day on 2-page, let me know. But then again, I do have, I did bring my work page back, so I might end up keeping, I don't know. If they're undated, I could use one for work and one for home. But I did bring my work to do back in here. I won't write any sensitive information on it. I'm still using my work notebook, little spiral blue sky notebook A5 size to write like sensitive information on. So there won't be any sensitive information on here. It'll just be projects. It'll be a brain dump of what I did during the day so I can keep track of that. But my other one is set up just for daily notes of sensitive info, meeting notes, and then I can put more of a, like on there, I do like really messy notes, and then I can take and decipher what I need to get out of that and put to-dos on here. So I'm using both, but I wanted to bring this back to give me more of a structured to-do list, because in that other one, my to-do list gets lost. So anyway, and the 2, having a work and a poem, was just too much. So anyway, triggers my planning, hopping, yes. Clean out personal stuff. And I'm thinking of putting my Emerson. I have an Emerson, tote, and I think I'm going to put a crossbody strap on it. I think I'm going to put a crossbody strap on it and see how it does. I have a strap that's kind of long on it now, and it's a very slouchy bag, but it has so much room. I really want to move back into it. But I think I'm going to put a crossbody strap on it and see if that helps me stay in it longer. If that, and it fits my laptop in it. And now that I've moved into my own office and I'm not having to carry my office on my back in a book bag, because I had to carry everything with me. Now I have a permanent office. I can go back to just carrying my purse with my laptop in it. All my stuff's at my office. I'm not carrying, like I said, I'm not carrying my office on my back with every little thing in it. So I had a big backpack for that, but anyway. I'm going through these pages and see kind of what I can, this was brain dumping about whether I was going to stay in personal. Go back to basics. No more kits. This is brain dumping stuff that I wanted to do. This is just me brain dumping. Go to the gym, take my husband with me, figure out days for the week, at least Sunday and Friday night. I want to make us more time. make more use of my 5 to 9. You know, firm up my bedtime routine, no scrolling. Oh, I want to set social media limits on my phone so I'm not scrolling. It's going to go to black and white at bedtime so that I put it down. I want to look into a dopamine detox and see what that consists of. Like I said, I'm going to cleaning out my office as I'm decluttering. I'm going to put a box in here, and then anything that I have that's good, I'll put in the box. And then if I end up doing a big de-stash, if y'all are interested, I will do that. This is all the things that I was just, oh, I want to register my Nespresso and order pods, because you get like a free box, you get like a free gift or something when you register, so I want to get that done. I already rearranged everything. Finish goals. Okay. Oh, things I need for my office. I need a phone holder. Some place to put my phone so I can see it. I need a mini Vaseline. I put Vaseline on my lips constantly, so I need dusters. I need to take some dusters with me, take pens with me, take my pens with me. My phone strap for my my work phone. I have a phone strap on my work phone so I can carry it on my wrist. I have the long one and I need to put the short one. Sorry, I hit the thing. I need to put the short one on there. I'm making a video. I need to fetch today because I have a ton of stuff. Home stuff. I want to vacuum our rooms. I need to do our declutter. Returns, donations, I have all that. I have to make a to-do list. Oh, I need to text my hair lady. No, I don't. So I keep going back and forth, keep undulating back and forth. I think this year is going to be the year I grow out my hair. I stop dyeing it. I think I want to stop dyeing it. I do need to check my license window and see if I can go ahead and get my fingerprints done. Picks for shirt. I don't know what that means. Picks for shirt. I don't know what that means. Okay. Cake, pasta, garlic bread, salad. I think it's trash. Picks for shirt. I have no idea. I wrote that and I have no idea what it means. So if I'm gonna write it here. And assume that my brain will click at some point and say, hey, this is what that meant. Okay, so I have these left over. They are blank. I'm going to throw these at the end and use them for journaling. Use them for just brain dumping on because I don't want to waste the Toma River paper that I love. Okay, so that was my daily. I want to get all that done today. Tomorrow I have CCRT. I want to use this. So this is my home. So I'm going to put, you know, my home appointments with my work, the whole big shebang. So if I get up at 5 and go into the gym, or I schedule the 5 o'clock gym with my husband, like that's all going to be on here. And then for work, I'm going to time block. So I have these in half-hour increments. I want to put these in half-hour increments so that I'm time blocking my time. Ooh, that looks horrible. Let's try using a good highlighter. So that I'm time blocking my time of what I did. I really want to get a handle on how long things take. Of how long things are taking me to do at work, so that I can be a better management with my time. And then if this doesn't work, and I want to, and I'm going to time block on my like work calendar in, you know, Windows or on Teams of, you know, Microsoft. And then I think for time blocking on my work computer, I'm going to have like, this is what my ideal week would look like. These are the things I need to get done, and this is the time I need to spend on them. And then this will be kind of what actually happened to see if I can narrow down, you know, what my time suck is, because I do have a couple of time sucks that just suck up all my time and drain me. And so I try to do my hard stuff in the morning because that's when my brain works best. And then in the afternoon, do things like that are mindless, that it doesn't take a whole bunch of energy, because I know how my energy flows. I at least am self-aware about that. But so I want to kind of time block some stuff and see if that helps with my ADD. It was one of the notes that I took on one of the videos that I was watching to see if it would help. Anyway, that's an explanation for nothing that you probably don't care about, but I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in forever because a lot of my Planmas stuff was pre-planned, so I did it weeks in advance, and I went weeks at a time without doing any videos. So Wednesday, I have CCICM, and then Thursday I have huddle in the morning, and then NEC in the afternoon. And I will go in here and write things I need to do for like work. So Wednesday, I know for sure to-dos are gonna be like send NEC. I definitely have to do that. Tuesday for work, I definitely see, and I'd like to not have to set all this up. I'd like to be able to find like a daily that has like a half-hour time blocking that I can use. I need to do my data dashboard. I need to finalize it for my meeting on Wednesday. I need to, I don't need to do anything for this. I just get on and facilitate it. I don't need to do anything with it. We prepped for it last week. Sorry, you can hear my chairs squeaking. At this rate, I'm going to be going straight to the nail place, which is fine. I needed time to get my my to-do list together, like get myself together. It's been a minute since I've done like a big plan with me, and I feel like a new system always takes longer. And I honestly usually set all this up before I talk to you guys, and this is the time that it takes me to set up a week. But anyway, okay, so that's for sure gonna be okay. Oh, I need to plug in my work phone. It's probably dead because I didn't answer it this weekend. I told them I would be out of town and I'm not answering it. So, all right, but I need to plug it in for tomorrow so it's not dead in the morning when my phone starts going off first thing in the morning. Okay, so that seems like I'll finish filling this stuff out. Figure out when I'm going to do all of this stuff. While I'm sitting at the nail salon, I have something to do. I can play in my planner while I do my nail salon. Oh, I need to do this week's tarot. I can pull that before I leave. And you know what? This year, I'm going to try to. If it ain't broke, stop trying to fix it. I don't know why I do that. Like, I feel like I need to do something different. And a lot of that has to do with y'all. I feel like if it's the same content, y'all are going to get bored. And I got to be okay with that. I have to be. I got to stop trying to, you know, worry about, it's not that I worry too much about what y'all will think. It's just looking for fresh new content is really hard for me. Like, I don't know what to show y'all without feeling like being boring or whatever. All right. I'm definitely still going to go to the gym. Like I said, even if it's to walk on the treadmill and stretch, I'm going to the gym today. So we're going to stretch today. And then what I say, we go Wednesday. I'm going to do upper on Wednesday, lower on Friday, and then I'll do an overall on Sunday. And then we'll figure out what days we're going to go here. I'm off on that Friday and Monday. I have another 4-day weekend. So January isn't a regular month for me either, because like I don't work a whole week for all of the month of January. This is a conference day. I'm going to a conference, so I'll be gone from work that week. I'll only have 4 days that week. So like January continues to be like off for me. And then I have a 4-day weekend in February. I have a 3-day weekend. I tried to go every month and have like a 3-day weekend. Like I took a Friday, if it wasn't a holiday weekend or something, to have like a 3-day weekend every month for my mental health, to try to do better this year. So anyway, so this is going to be my workout kind of plan. And I need to sit down with my husband and kind of solidify this. This is going to be my tracker of just the days that I go. Weights, I need to sit down and figure that out. Today's just a stretching day, so I don't need it, but I need to make a plan for my upper, lower, and overall, what I'm going to, what I'm going to do, what my sets are going to be, reps, pounds, and then I can make some notes. And I have a couple of those in there, and those are just for each week. So I have a month worth of those. This is my stuff. I have a doctor's appointment today, so I wanted to talk about these. I talk about my meds and how my ADD meds are working. I think I want to change them. I want to try something different. The one I have just isn't working, so I don't take it. Like it doesn't work, so I don't take it. So it's not doing me any good. So anyway, this is going to be, instead of putting just a checklist and putting my wins, I'm forcing myself to put monthly wins in here and quarter wins for the year. I want to force myself to put something good that I did every month and not just randomly when I think about it. I want to do it more intentionally and keep better track, and kind of small wins are still wins, and it doesn't have to be big to put it on the checklist. Like I want to put that, and then I can, like, I have enough room. I can journal about some things if I need to. I put a health log in here, so dates that I'm not feeling good, fatigued, or I had a bad headache. Like today, I'm doing stretching because my neck and back are killing me. That's who I want to call. The chiropractor and massage. They're the same people, but I want to do a massage and get a crack. My back's killing me. I got to do something with it. But I'm hoping the gym will help that. But I want to start keeping a health log. This was actually sent to me, so it's on bright white, like 20-pound copy paper, but I don't want to use it up. Medicine, I want to, if I'm going to change my medicines, I want to keep track of my ADD meds here, and then I'm going to give it like a star rating. I want to do that. I'm going to give it like a star rating on how it's working as I change them, because I really want to work on my mental health, and my anxiety is better. So my anxiety meds are working. I stopped one med and started using another one. So that seems to be better. My anxiety's not as bad. I was having really bad panic attacks. But the meds she gave me are working for that. But my ADD is a result of this video. Okay, you can tell my ADD meds aren't working just by the result of this video. Okay, thanks. And that feeds my planner hopping, and it feeds my anxiety. So my anxiety is better, but I think if I could control my ADD better and had more focus and less brain fog and that kind of thing, I think, and time management and not walking away from the stove and burning things all the time. I think I would have better. Anyway, meals, I'm going to plan my breakfast and lunches. I'm going to do that today. Oop. I want to get that done. So, meal plan. I need to start eating real food. Since my gastric bypass, it's really hard for me. I have certain food aversions that I just can't, I have to deal with because it doesn't make my stomach feel good. So I avoid certain things, but I need, you know, nutrients. So I want to start doing better at that. So I have a couple of months of that. I could probably take March and April out. Some of this stuff I want to thin down. Out to eat, we're going to keep track of that. My YouTube and Insta, I want to keep track of when I post and when I do a video and what the video was about. So I want to do that. And this just needs to be big enough for a checkbox. And I don't care if it's straight, it's fine. This is going to be my Instagram that I posted, not stories, but post. And then if I do a video, I don't know if this will get posted today or tomorrow, so I'll wait, but it'll be, I'm going to put the title. Oh, and then I'm going to put, oops. I want to put views. Because I do want to grow my channel, so I do want to kind of keep track of this stuff a little bit. I was kind of debating on whether I wanted to do it or not, because it's sort of it's a hobby for me, but I do want to do better at it. And then I'm going to put subs at the top. So how many subscribers I have at the beginning of each month. And then we'll see how we do. Okay. That may or may not stay. I don't know. And then this is an add to planner list. So, lavender, techo, spending. I know I want to do that. Okay. Kim at ADHD sent this to me. This was a lunar calendar. She sent it to me in Franklin Covey Compact. I just printed it at 90% and cut it down. So it still fits. You can see the lines, but that doesn't really bother me at all. This is going to be my tarot overview for the year. I have them. This is my 2026, my Q1, and then my grounding card for the month, and then my January tarot was already pulled. It's in Franklin Covey Compact, but I'm just going to write it here. So this will be like my year tarot. My grounding card will go here. Then my monthly and my quarterly tarot will go here. My monthly tarot will go here. And then this will be my weekly tarot. I'm going to pull a card a week, and that'll go there. So, and this is my monthly tarot. So, and I'll just journal just a little bit. I'll pull the cards, and then I want to come back after the month and just write a little blip about how the month went according to the cards and all that. My book reading, this is just where I'll keep, pics of my books that I read. I did that last year before. I'm trying to decide if I want to write my list to be read list out. I mean, it's on my Kindle. I don't really care. And if I'm picking books at the beginning of each month, this really isn't going to matter to me. I'll just write them here and be done with it. I don't know that I need to keep carrying author lists with me. I don't think it really serves any purpose. This is just a small work section. This is my order overview of my year things. If I have any work deadlines that I need to like future plan for work, I'm going to put them here. And then it's just a few checklists. I don't know that I'm going to keep this. I think I'm going to thin it down to at least half and then see how it goes. And then this is my budget section. I have my monthly budget. I have it all written out each day that things are due, when things close, renewals, blah, blah, blah for the year. This is just the first 3 months. And then on one side, I have, at the top, I have whatever bills I have due. And then on the bottom, if I have any credit cards due, and then I have like the account it comes out of. I think I showed y'all kind of that stuff when I did my flip through setup. And then I have all my bills, what's due, if it's a loan, what the percentage is, how much is owed. And then I have a few things like this is going to be my returns. I'm going to make one for gas. Let me put a to-do list here, because there was a couple of things I wanted to do. So I'm going to do gas, grocery. There was a couple of things I wanted to keep track of separately. So gas, grocery, and I think the Lavender Techo is going to keep track of my planner stuff and my clothes. And then I wanted to do like home improvement slash upgrades or deco or something, you know, that kind of thing. That's going to be on one. And then there was another one that I wanted to, I'll think of it. But anyway, so I have a couple of those. And then my loan stuff is here. I'm still paying off my freaking student loans. And then I have, so my light bill, my water bill, gas, what I pay in credit cards to pay those off each month. I want to keep track of that, and it varies. These three vary by month, and then this is just to keep track of any debt we pay off. Oh, and this is going to be loans. So any loan debt we pay off per month. It's going to vary, so I want to just keep track of that, and then I have a year worth of that, the thing. Spending tracker, an online order tracker. I don't know if I'm going to use those, but I stuck them in here. And then my reference information, and I don't have anything in the back. And then I have a bunch of receipts from our Disney trip in the thing. And that is my weekly plan with me. Jesus, that was like 2 hours long. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this goes up. Either way, I got my weekly things done. Thanks for sitting through this with me. And yeah, so let me know how your 2026 is going. I know a lot of people that did a last minute change, so let me know all about it. How did it go? Where did I do on my pen? There it is. And yeah, I guess I'd gotta go get my nails done and then go to the gym and then go to the doctor. And I have a busy day. You've seen all the stuff I gotta get done today. So let me get off this and go do it and see if I can get this uploaded. I hope you enjoy these chatty plans, or planning chats, however you want to put it. And I hope everybody has a great week. I hope you're doing well. I hope 2026 is better for all of us. And until next time, y'all. Bye.